What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to be doing my full review of the Submarine. This one is part of Kizer's laconic line. Let's get into it. All right, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing size comparisons, profile, and weight, and then we're going to jump into my thoughts and impressions. So let's go ahead and kick it off with some knives that you're familiar with on the channel. Here it is against the Spyderco Shaman and the Spyderco Para 3. So this is more in line with the Para 3. This is a small knife, like 7.19 inches, so not a very big knife. It's going to be great for summer carry, companion carry, or for medium-sized hands. Let's move these two out of the way. We will bring in the Sencut Serene. I wanted to bring a Sencut out here because I feel like Kizer's laconic line is kind of the answer to We Civivi's Sencut line, having them bring having something under that $50 price point. And then here it is against the Migurin Moyarl, something also very comparable in price and size. So I wanted to go ahead and do that. Let's do some profile comparisons real quick so you can see how thin or thick the knife is. We're going to start it off against the Moyarl, which is a little bit of a thicker knife. Sorry, that's me. Is that me? I think that's me. So coming in a little bit thinner. And then we'll bring the Serene back out here as well. And it is very comparable to the Serene. Yeah, I'm going to say those are dead even for sure. Let's go ahead and check out the weight. I like to do the profile, so if you're familiar with the knife, you can know if you felt like a knife was ever too thick or thin in hand, how it's going to feel. Coming in at 3.2 ounces. Very nice weight for a 3.12 inch bladed knife, 7.12 inches overall. But I like to do those comparisons because I feel like how's it going to be in hand, right? You know the tall, the height, you're seeing it against the knives, but how does it compare thickness? Is it thicker than the Moyarl? Less thick than the Moyarl? Did you like how thick the Moyarl is? How many times can I say Moyarl? That's why I like to do that. So this is a very interesting knife. 48 bucks, you're getting G10, 9CR, 18 MOV, very serviceable steel, solid budget steel for under 50 bucks, 100% for sure. This one here has G10 scales with a little bit of texturing to increase the grip. It is not a, for me, full four-finger grip. I think if you have medium hands, it's going to be perfect for you. Nice jimping here to help get the thumb up on, and you're able to do some good detailed work. Nothing really comfortable about that. Pinch grip works well. You're a little bit off the tip with the pinch grip, but it's not awful, so that's not too bad at all. This is the first laconic that I have encountered that has dual means of deployment. It has the flipper tab, which works really good, solid detent, and it has phenomenal Kizer action. And then the opening hole works really well, very satisfying to reverse flick or thumb flick. So this is got all the deployments on it. And really good job as well. Apologies, my neighbors outside cutting the grass. They waited for the sun to go down to go ahead and do that. I don't blame them. Today was 88 out there. Good access to the lock bar. And again, really nice action. This one here, dead center. Little side-to-side play, no up and down. Let's see if I can get rid of that real quick. It doesn't look like it has a captive pivot. This is tight all the way. Did I just over tighten it? Let me see. Oh, I did. I did move it and didn't realize it. It still has play though. That's weird. Okay. So it is not captive, and what I did was over tighten the wrong side. The other side was really loose. Okay, so this side I need to bring back out some more. Okay, plays back, but it's not falling shut. So this one needs to go in some. This one needs to come out some. What's happening is this bearing is getting pinched and this one's not. Yeah, so action's back. Side to side still there a little bit. So I think this one Okay, gone. Gone, but too tight. Let me see. Let's do. Can you tell I'm concentrating really hard? Yeah, that one might have been too tight. Still centered. Action's back. A little too much play. So which one? This is why I don't like captive pivots. Because it takes a second of play. So this is I over adjusted. All right, so we backed out a little bit. Really close there. It's really close. Still got a hint of play. All right, so let's back this one off a little bit and tighten the other side. This is why I don't like non-captive pivots. They're a little hard to tune. Exactly right. Okay, so this side too tight now. And it could just be it wants to drop. Yeah, it wants to drop. But it still has a little bit of play. That's okay. So a little bit of play. Could be there's oil in the lock bar. Could be because of the coated liner. That's making it feel like it's wobbling, but it feels like it has a little bit of play on it. Ergonomically comfortable. This could be a good summer carry, or again, if you have medium hands, great for someone with smaller hands. Under $50 with 9CR 18 MOV, and it has multiple means of deployment. So I like that, and it's not just a stick with a blade in it, like the what does Simcut have? The Brutus? No, that's not right. They have one that looks like a USB drive, a thumb drive, that flips open with a very interesting blade. It's just crazy looking. I can't think of what it's called. My editor will put it up on the screen. So we got the action back. I don't want to continue to play with this one. It's a very straightforward design. It's under $50. I still think Simcut has more interesting designs, and they're offering stuff for $50 that is interesting, but for $50, I like the Moyarl 14C28N, which is a big step up from 9CR 18MOV G10. Even get a titanium clip that's reversible. So you're getting a little bit more here. I think this might be a tad over 50, maybe like 50, $52 somewhere in there. Excellent action. Migaron's budget line, man, they're absolutely killing it. Now, it is a little bit more robust, but I can, even in the choke back position with my fingers in there, I can get all 4 fingers on here and then choked up, very comfortable to use. So you got a lot of diversity with the Moyarl that I like a lot. And the 14C28N, I put my own edge on here, and I didn't test this. I'm sorry. Didn't show the Kizer does a really good job with their factory edges. They're really good. This is my own edge here on the Moyarl. I put a fresh edge on there. So really easy to do with 14C28N. But in this instance, I like the fact that this has got multiple means of deployment, and I love the fact that this has some character to it. I'm really excited to see that. Again, under $50. I know Kizer's a brand that's a little bit more recognizable. Again, I do think that this is great to see competition against Simcut. I think it's going to push both companies to produce exciting knives under $50. I know G10 doesn't feel exciting, and 9CR and D2 don't feel exciting, but when you think about where you came from, when you got into this hobby and you collected these knives and you like these knives, did you jump straight into the $300 knives? I did not. I started with what was the first one? I always get confused if it was the Ontario Rat or if it was, and I can't think of the name of it now. Damn. My editor will throw it up on the screen because I'll think about it later. But this is exciting to see. I'm glad to see it. What are your thoughts about the laconic line? I know some of them are kind of one means of deployment only, but so is the Moyal route. Technically, it's an opening hole, and I feel like if it has the opening hole versus the flipper tab, that's better. But not everybody that's going out and looking at a sub $50 knife is in the knife community, and a flipper tab is easier to open and close, right? It's more intuitive. People that don't know how to do, I mean, it's so instinctive now, but they might not know that that's what it's for. They might try to slow roll it, which this works very well. Again, the action on here is fantastic. I want to see if I can get as much of it as I can gone before I pass it on to the next reviewer, because I don't want it to go to the next reviewer too loose. Oh wait, did I just get rid of it? Almost, man, it's almost gone. It is almost gone. Let me see, I'm gonna flip it a few times. Man, it wants to drop. Like, as soon as you get it in far enough, it wants to drop. It's so close, so close. I'm gonna try just it moved. Was that enough? Yeah, that was enough. Almost gone. It's subtle. But what are your thoughts about the laconic line? What do you think about the Submarine? You do get ceramic bearings. I forgot to mention that, ceramic bearings in a nylon housed washer. So not bad. Steel liners. I don't think I missed anything. Good blade shape, good for, it got a very straight edge for power cutting, and you still have enough of a drop on the tip there for the draw cuts to get into the sides of the packages. You got a good pin script for that. Very good design. Again, more medium hand friendly, but we're going to review the Porcupine next. After this one, I'm ready to do both, and that one's a little bit more of the larger size. Thanks and shout out to everyone out there that watches, comments, likes, subscribed, and watches the videos. I appreciate all the love and support, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.